Welcome to the Extended Bench, your YouTube home for all things rugby league news, analysis, history and opinion. Subscribe so you don't miss a video and give us a thumbs up. The Extended Bench is part of the Rugby League Monthly Network, which includes a monthly online digital magazine available at rugbyleaguemonthly.com and a daily podcast, Rugby League Daily, which airs during the NRL season. All links are down below in the description. Let's get into it. There are big expectations on Cronulla this season, and they present something of an unknown to the rest of the competition. Their recruitment is close to the top of the pile, if not the best. They strengthened areas they needed to and have moved on the players that were required. Nicho Hynes obviously headlines the club's recruitment alongside Dale Finucane and Cameron McInnes. They've cut free Sean Johnson, Chad Townsend, Aaron Woods and Will Chambers, while Josh Dugan has retired. Their forward pack is obviously their biggest weapon. Finucane is an origin player and he'll likely partner Braden Hamlin-Uele as starting props, with Blake Brayley playing between them. Britt Nakora will be looking to return to the high standards he's previously set himself, while Wade Graham will be hoping he gets through more than the 11 games he managed last year. McInnes now shifts to locking the scrum, a position he began to transition to at St George in 2020, and he showed plenty of promise there, even though he was a lot lighter than he is now. His experience at hooker and ball playing ability is essential in today's modern game, so he'll be a welcome change in approach there. Last season and in 2020 it felt like Cronulla hadn't got the memo regarding ball playing locks. They were still regularly rolling out Jack Williams at lock, who is more of your Paul Gallen non-passing number 13. In the back line, Will Kennedy announced himself as an entertaining player last year, and his creativity will play a massive role in Cronulla's attacking structure. He's a fullback very much suited to both acting as a second or third receiver while looming up in support. Ronaldo Militalo will also be raring to go following a broken jaw. Both he and Sione Katoa provide a huge amount of go forward out of the backfield, alongside centres Jesse Ramian and new recruit from the Roosters, Matt Ikuvalu. But that's where I actually start to see issues with Cronulla's squad. Their centre depth is horrendously thin. They're likely going to be relying on backups such as Connor Tracy or Teague Wilton if either of Ramian or Ikuvalu go down. In the halves, and I'd have some concerns with how well Trindle and Hynes are going to suit each other. Both are running halves, although Hynes does have experience at Queensland Cup level as a halfback. The pair will likely be relying on Wade Graham and Cameron McInnes to help in shifting the ball from the middle and giving space to the men outside. Now, I also can't go much further without looking at Craig Fitzgibbon. This is the Cronulla coach's first full-time head coaching gig, apart from a brief stint as country coach when City played country, and when that was still a thing. He arrives with massive raps from Trent Robertson and Brad Fittler, the two coaches he's served most of his apprenticeship under. His main task will be stiffening up that leaky Cronulla defence. It's what ultimately cost them a chance at playing finals last year. They finished on minus 36 for and against, despite scoring more points than the 7-place Knights, and more than anyone else outside the top 8. Generally, when you do that, you should be in the finals. But their 556 points conceded, whilst the fewest teams outside the 8, would have only come in behind the Knights and Titans when you consider the top 8. In fact, had they managed to hold out 6 extra tries during the 2021 season, they would have finished in 8th. Brad Fittler said he thought Fitzgibbon would be a coach ever since their playing days, and I did cover this over at Rugby League Monthly about Fitzgibbon's appointment, and that article is down in the description. And as I said at the top, Cronulla's recruitment has been pretty damn good. They've got the makings of a very good squad here and seem to have a decent mix of youth and experience. Their forward pack has strength in depth, and I haven't even mentioned Andrew Fafita or Aidan Tolman, who are both still at the club and probably won't make the top 17 at full strength. Much of their success, though, will hinge on how well Trindle and Hynes gel together in the halves, as well as needing some luck to avoid injuries in the backline. As I said, they're basically going to be relying on utilities to fill out their centre positions if injuries strike. So with all that being said, I'm predicting an 8th place finish and a return to the finals for Cronulla in 2022.